That between yourself, Bruce, and Nick, you guys are all under 6 feet. But you guys don't really have that tall possession receiver.
We like it that way. I mean, because we like to go out there like with defensive backs and they assist. And like, man, these little guys. But people don't know you don't want to chase little guys around the field the entire game, man. We gonna get tired, man. So.
Has there been teams where you've seen that happen, where they've had taller corners, and then like by the end of the game they're like grabbing their shorts or something?
Yeah, I mean, we play mostly every team because when we run routes, there's a lot of stuff going on in the route. So having them follow us around the field, like, they'll come up and tell you, like, man, you got to slow down something a little bit. Yeah, because the first thing a bigger defensive backs want to do is when they see a smaller receiver try to come up and put hands on them, try to jam them at the line. But it's real tough to do that with the 3 receivers that we have because we all can get off a jam real well. That's what we work on a lot.
Michigan's pass defense is rated, ranked yards-wise as one of the top in the country, first or second, I think. Do you see something that makes them think on that level, or do you think that that's maybe a statistic that's not accurate?
I mean, coming from a school like Michigan with that tradition, like you said, they're leading the categories. I mean, like, their confidence level is up. So that's one thing you can't take from anybody. They get confidence, they have confidence. You just got to go out there and prove that you're better than them.
What does their secondary do well?
They play their assignments well. They don't gamble a lot. They try to keep everything in front of them. They just play a mistake-free football, and that's all you can ask for out of a team.
Hey, so how much have you been able to get home in terms of getting out to Bradenton or anything like that? Much at all?
Since I've been up this week? No, I haven't been back since I came back to Tampa. I actually drove up from home here. So I got to go home for a week after we finished practicing up there, then got a week off at home, then came back up here, and I go back home after the game.
Could you, outside of a BCS game, could you handpick the better game for you?
Just performance. Just the location. Yeah, this is perfect location. I mean, got good weather. All my family is here. I mean, like, I can't ask for more. Everybody gets to see me play.
Do you have any idea how many family you've got coming?
I say at least 25 to 30 people coming.
A lot of friends too.
Yeah, a lot of friends, family. I mean, I got a lot of friends up in this area already, so it should be a lot of people that been texting my phone, writing my Twitter and everything. Just, man, what time is the game? When y'all play and everything? It just seemed like I have a big fan base out there.
Michigan's got a lot of Mid-Florida guys. Do you know any of them?
Yeah, I actually know Denoy Robinson. I actually got to meet him yesterday at the Children's Hospital. We went up to the Children's Hospital, and they all seem.
Did you know him growing up or anything?
No, but it was just real weird because my parents and they're people that know his family too.
Oh, really?
So when we met at the Children's Hospital, like, I went to ask him, and he just asked me before I asked him. So it's just like,
they all know the same people. Huh?
Yeah, so it was just like a small world, man. Because he's from Deerfield, I'm from Bradenton. It's probably, I think Deerfield's probably like 3 hours
away.
Okay,
that's a haul.
Yeah,
okay.
So.
But when he was in high school, I don't think he was an outstanding football player necessarily on this level, but he was a great track star. Did you know about him? Did you ever hear about him running it?
Nah, I actually didn't. Okay. I actually didn't. I was kind of wondering how a lot of Florida schools overlooked him once he got to Michigan.
Let's take us back to the recruiting process. When you were coming out of Bradenton there, what schools did you look at besides South Carolina the most?
Oh, man, I actually looked at playing at a lot of Big East schools because I kind of got on the radar a little later than most. I didn't really go to too many camps until like my senior year, and that's when I started getting a little more publicity. So it was really out of US here in Tampa, USF, West Virginia, Rutgers, South Carolina, of course. And it was just like a lot of big.
Did you get Coach Taggart to look at Western Kentucky? Forgive me for not remembering.
Coach Taggart, yeah. I mean, like, he was always in contact with me, coming from the same high school.
Right.
He tried to get me and my quarterback from high school to come up there, but yeah, it was just like, nah.
How much different would it have been if he had been at USF when you were a senior in high school?
It probably would have been a big difference. I mean, when you got somebody that's close, like almost like family there, I mean, like, that could be like a lot of influence on your decision.
Sure. Do you have any friends at USF that you went to high school with?
Not that I went to high school, but I got a couple friends that go to school there.
Have you talked to them any this week?
I haven't got a chance to talk to many of them. I've been meaning to get in contact with Chris Duncan before that. Just been slipping my mind lately with all the stuff going on.
What's been the biggest difference in the improvement in the punt return game this year?
Just that everybody has a mindset that we could break it at any time. Like I said before, like my past years been here doing it It was just like everybody took it for granted. Really didn't understand how big special teams was during the game. And this team that I got now, that we broke one, is just like they know that we can do it again. So they want to go hard every time. Like I told them before they get me going, they're pumped up on the sideline telling me, we going to block, you just do the running. So just as long as they got my back.
Was there a turning point when everyone sort of bought in? Was it in fall camp with Coach Robinson, or was it when you broke that first return? Or?
It was actually in fall camp. A lot of people had a lot of faith in Coach Joe Rob because his schemes are real well. Coming from LSU, he had like one of the top special teams in the country, if not the top, with I think it was Patrick Peterson and everybody. So it was just like you got to buy into somebody who's already had a history, a track record of doing it over and over. So he showed us his schemes. His schemes seemed nice, so we just ran with it. They worked. Just keep it going.
Going into the season, could you envision yourself as an All-American punt returner? Did you think that was something you could achieve?
Not with the past 2 years. I mean, the previous years, I wouldn't think not an All-American punt returner. We could be pretty good at special teams, but we just ended up just doing some great things back there. So.
Appreciate it.